Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. What is going on? Hello, Christina, Linda, Sarah, Prissy, Tarot and Such, Bartman, Crystal, Matt, and Karen, Dee Dee. Karen, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see what we got going over here. Let's see, donation. How do you see love life in the next months, in the next few months? Let's check it out by using the Waterfall Tarot. Nothing says love life coming up in the future like the Waterfall Tarot. So let's get the brightness up. So a little bit dark. It's a little bit dark in there. A little bit more brightness would be great. By the way, we got 20-something users and we're online for 30 seconds. Always good. Always good. Sunflower, welcome. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. So let's see what we do have for the old love life. Ooh, now. Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Queen of Cups and the Tower. So, I mean, we just have a decent look at this. The Tower does say that you are in for some changes. We are in for some, changes for the better. It seems, because a lot of the times the Tower does represent everything falling down. It does represent some dramatic things sort of coming about. But one of the bigger, I guess, aspects of the Tower is sort of a rebuilding process, or things aren't working as they are. So that's kind of one of the things. I mean, sometimes things are literally not working as they are, and we need to make some type of adjustment to get things to where we need them to be. Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. So a little modification is nice. A little modification is nice. I don't think you're getting what you need emotionally. Queen of Cups next to the Tower says, I mean, the Queen of Cups next to the Sun would be great. This combination here would be like, well, we're getting the emotional satisfaction that we need. We have a lot of sort of illumination on this, and things are looking fairly decent. Kara, thank you for your donation as well. But it just seems maybe we're not there. That Queen of Cups next to that Tower says we need some adjustments from there. And the moon into the sun will give us that. It basically says the cycles are here. We're moving forward. Crystal, thank you for your donation. We're moving forward into the next cycle, or into the next iteration of what you're looking at for love. And I do see that you have some love opportunities. We have some better love things happening to you within that cycle. Moon, sun next to each other, again, point to just basically waiting, basically looking into the future, looking into the new sort of realm of where you want to be is going to be sort of what is mapped out in front of you. So it is looking better. It is looking fun. Tower says we do have to sort of crumble down a little bit of what we had before we can move forward, though. So be prepared for some abrupt changes as we try to get that done. Matt, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Cheryl Navanita, welcome to the stream. What is going on? Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got. We need to go to the next one, which is Sarah. And Sarah wants to know general career. General career. What is coming in the general career? Hopefully a bag of money. Hopefully a big bag of money. You run up into just a large sum of money. That would be the best. That would be the best product right there. The best result would be a big sum of money. But until we get that, we can go with the Bumbleberry Hollows. Will tell us what is coming in the career space. So let's sort of break this down here. Hopefully we got some good news. Maybe a bundle of money. I don't know. Maybe somebody, a couple of $100 bills were left on the street. You know, people didn't know what to do with their stimulus. They're like, yeah, I don't really know what to do with all this extra money. I'm just going to throw it. I just toss it down. Amy, welcome. The Tower again. So it appears to be a Tower night. We're going to have a lot of this Tower night. This has actually been a good read for the last question, but it is a career question. Well, it's sort of the same vibe as what we had before. I'm going back to maybe we need something different. What we're doing doesn't work. We need something different, need something fresh. We need that next level of thing. And the Tower says I think we're sort of in for some of that. Not all of that. I think not as dramatic as the last reading. So the last reading was interesting because again, you have that dynamic of the moon and the sun, the day-to-day cycles, things going. It basically says the cycles are going to be different. Let's break down the old into the new. This one, however, says let's basically break some different things down and figure out what works and what doesn't, but keeping what we can. Moneybag Joe, thank you for your donation. Yeah, the tower says, as far as work, as far as career, as far as what we're doing, all of what you're doing isn't working. So we're sort of back to the basic sum of the tower. The Knight of Cups, though, is sort of interesting there. It says that things are being brought into manifestation that are going to give you a little bit of a better perspective on what you need to do. So basically, this is sort of forwarding action to you. And you see that with a couple of courts in here indicating that it is something to pick up and run with. And the Ace of Pentacles, again, indicating it is something to pick up and run with. So unlike the last one where it just sort of opens up and shines and moves on to the next product, we have a different sort of feel of grab this, move this, run with it, and you need to carry it to the destination. So the Ace of Pentacles is obviously an opportunity. You're looking at career. We're looking at career opportunities on the horizon, but it seems that what the career opportunities that we're expecting or we're looking for just aren't working. So we need to adjust that. We need to move into that. That could be different things, right? So let's say we have a career, we're doing application development. And so this Moneybag Joe is doing application development, let's say. And Moneybag Joe is working on C++. And the, I don't know, the robotics company that Moneybag Joe is working on just isn't hiring anymore, which this is a fantasy. Like if you did that, you'd be hired instantly, but whatever. So now we need to get something different. Now, maybe C++ is not going to be the expertise we need. Maybe we need to pick up a little bit of Angular. Maybe we need to pick up a little bit of back-end C#, right? Do a little back-end processing on the C# side. Do a little DB products with some, I don't know, SQL Server, maybe some Oracle and whatnot, get some certs. Pick some of these new things up. Now we have the tower, so the C++ stuff isn't working as well as we hope. Maybe everybody is filled up on that. Maybe the old mainframe stuff just isn't cutting it. Now we need to move into the C#. Now we need to move into the services, into the Angular, learn to code the front end and whatnot, the tower. So things change, but new things are opened up. So that's, again, what you sort of feel with that. But again, this is something you have to chase, grab, move forward, and get that done yourself. Knight and Queen. Queen of Pentacles says there's more reward in the next product because maybe Moneybags Joe just didn't do the C++ stuff fast enough because C++ is a pain in the butt to code. And then maybe Angular, I can do it 10 times faster. I'm going to get more product out. I'm going to get more results that I like from that ace than if I had stuck with what I had. So if that all makes sense, it's a long roundabout way of saying basically you have more opportunities, but I don't want to be generic. I get tired of being generic. I want to be specific sometimes. I like specificity. I think it is nice. It doesn't turn me on or anything. I think it's all right, though. Cheryl, though, wants to know specificity on the interview that is happening today. What time is it over there, Cheryl? Let me know. By the way, thank you for your other order for another cloth. Okay, thank you, Raina, for the other cloth. I guess I'll break out the package I was going to send you and stuff another cloth in there. Okay, cool. So let's see what we got going on with the next one. What time is it over there? Let us know. I want to use the Spacious Tarot again. You know, I didn't like this at first. It's grown on me like a mold, but it is the Spacious Tarot. It's not a bad deck. It's not like too bad of a deck. It's not something where you're just going to get infected or anything. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad of a deck. But I am saying that it's not, you know, it's better than a kick in the butt. It is better than a kick in the butt. So there we go. All right. What do we got going on? Got the Two of Cups. I'm writing the Two of Cups chapter, by the way, in my new book. So if you're interested in that, that's coming out in June. But for now, we got a Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. It is a cutting motion for this. Three of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Basically, this interview goes pretty well. It goes nice. It goes very nice. One of the big factors with the interview is just how slow it goes. And you're thinking, how slow is this possibly going to be? This is dragging out to a point where it's just kind of weird and uncomfortable at this point, and I'd rather something happen. You feel like there's awkward silences, there's some weird delays, things don't go as expediently as you would hope, and a lot of things that you really were sort of excited about just don't happen there. And it just figures, it seems like what you imagine and what happens are a little bit different. Renee, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing great. But the Ten of Swords, that cutting action up there, it just seems that things aren't moving as quickly and rapidly as possible. They are searching for something that they're not getting. Does that make sense? So if I'm interviewing you, Cheryl, and I say, and you are an expert on, I don't know, let's say C#, and I say, what is the difference between an array and an array list? And you go, okay, that's great. Well, an array is, this type of thing, and an array list is a generic, and that has all sorts of things that you can do with it. They're going to be better than an array. But if I say, give me sort of an explanation of arrays, you'd be like, what do you mean? Like, do you want to know, like what, like arrays in general? Do you want me to get into generics, or where we sort of expand upon it? So they're fishing for something and you're not sure where it is. The Two of Cups says you feel really good about the interviewers in general. You're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like these people. Star Bright, thank you for your donation. Canary, welcome to the stream. And Mona, welcome to the stream as well. Seven of Cups says overall, they ask you a lot of weird generic questions, are all over the place. There's a delay. Overall, it feels like it didn't go as well as you would hope. You know what I mean? It didn't go as well as you would hope. And you're not really sure is exactly sort of what they want. You're like, please, if you need me to explain something, I can explain it, but you need to ask me a question. You can't just go, oh, well, tell me about memory. Yeah, tell me about computer memory. That'd be great. Okay, did I succeed in making the ex jealous? Cara, did you post some social media? Did you post some social media and let that ex know how happy you were? Because that's the best revenge, is having a good life, irregardless of the ex. You know what I mean? Having a good life, posting on social media, and you're like, I know that ex is watching. And they are going to see me have a good time. All right. Let's see. Maddie, welcome back. How you doing, Maddie? Good to see you. So Cara wants to know, did I exceed in making him jealous? I posted a bunch of good pics, showed my happy life, and hopefully they're like, oh man, I wish I had that back. Wish I had that back. Okay, did you succeed? 9 of Wands. Ooh, and the Lovers, 3 of Coins, and Judge. I do think so. I think so. I do. They do want some action. They do want a little bit of that variety. They do want some of the old stuff back, that judgment. Get back to it. Get excited about it. Get enthralled with the things that we used to love. And that 3 of Coins, we miss, that creativity, that fun, and all of that. Maddie, thank you for your donation. Have a lot of good fun within here. So the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Coins is interesting here. Your creativity, your enjoyment, what you're doing, how you're doing it really is working. It is working for you. It seems it's working for everybody involved, but it's not working for them. They want a little bit of that back. The Lovers indicates that, yeah, they do like that connection. They did enjoy the connection quite a bit. They are still a bit injured, a bit maybe not so comfortable with where they're at. And they haven't had as much success, or else they haven't had sort of that welcoming or that warmth or whatnot as it goes through for that 9. They just haven't had the same level. So yes, they are jealous. They wish they had some good stuff back in there. They wish they were back into the good stuff, and that's where you want them to be. It really is. Okay. Crystal Generala, we have a bunch of week readings. We're going to do the weekly readings with Crystal. And Crystal, we're going to do cats today, Crystal. No Modern Witch. We're going to go back to your default cats. I know you like the kitty cats. We're just going to go back there. Going to go back there and see what happens with all of that. And by the way, if you don't know what this is, we're at What rock have you been under? This is the Grimalkin Tarot. It is the single best cat deck that I've ever seen. And I really like it, love it. It is on Etsy. So if you like this, pick it up, Grimalkin Tarot. The next week, Seven of Wands does point to being defensive for the next week. Some of the things that you had brewing just aren't at the level that you need them to be. It's like I was cooking a stew and I didn't turn on the heat. I was cooking a stew and never turned on the heat. I was wondering, why is it this hot yet? It just seems like that happened, that Seven of Wands. Some things that we expected to be brewing, some things that we expected to be at least half done, just aren't done. We need them to move forward quicker. We need things to go faster, more expediently with this as well. We do have 2 sevens, though. It is about planning out sort of what's next. Okay, this thing may not have worked. This thing may have had some challenges with it, but that is okay. Let's combine those up. Let's do that combo and get that to the next level. If we have to start over, that's fine. If we have to trash the soup, throw it out, it's spoiled, whatever, it is time to sort of get the cook out and move that forward. So you definitely have that feel of, maybe things aren't going as fast as we can. Maybe some of that is just me not getting started on a lot of this. Hanged Man does say that part of next week is going to be a little bit of prep. You have a little bit of prep for, I would say June-ish. I still think you have that thing in June. You have some June things coming up. Some of that is still sort of manifesting with that, the Hanged Man, sort of looking at things differently, evaluating things not as the old crystal, but as the new crystal. Because I think, again, there's going to be some changes and updates in your life in June. Hanged Man is going to be the interesting part because we're trying to sort of figure out what exactly do we need to prep if we're going to plan, if we're going to prep. And that's sort of where you are at. Where you are at, indeed. All right. So what do we got next? Sunflower week ahead. I was thinking, is it the last week ahead? That is the last week ahead. Let's do that for Boo Boo. Boo Boo had a weekend read, week ahead read. We got everything read. Let's go with the Dream Keeper. I know Boo Boo doesn't want the Thoth, but the Dream Keeper seems all right. I don't mind the Dream Keeper at all. I think the Dream Keeper is where we need to be tonight. It's going to be one of those. I need to do the Divine Masculine too. Man, that's such a freaking good deck. That Divine Masculine. I mean, we're going to use that next. I just thought about that one. I probably should have went about that one. But the Fool says, okay, all right. I mean, all right. You got to get started with some things. You definitely got to get going on the things that you had planned. The Fool says getting started immediately or getting started at least moderately soon is going to be prudent in a lot of ways, right? Sam, welcome to stream. But the Fool says launch forward, get it done, get it moving. Don't wait. Get in the adventure. Now, part of your hesitation is, I really don't have everything mapped out right now. It's sort of like playing the piano. You just got to go and do it. Maybe you don't have everything perfect. Maybe you don't have everything mapped out. You just want to diddle with it. You want to get into a comfortable space with it. Well, one of those factors there. The Fool says get going, even if it's not planned, even if you screw up a little bit on the first couple of steps. Because the Eight of Swords says you're going to need to find your limits, right? You need to find some limits. Linda had to fortify the Tarot Tower with duct tape. I'm telling you now, duct tape is the only tool that you really need. I mean, hammers, drills, screws, that's all unnecessary. Just get a duct tape. Moon, welcome to the stream. Thank you for your donation. Again, why do we get going now? Because you're running into limitations. In other words, I thought this was a great idea, but now that I've implemented it, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. And you need to find that out sooner than later. Definitely need to find that out sooner than later. Three of Wands says there's some backup and replanning to do. Nancy, thank you for your donation. Backup and replanning to do based upon the new limitations. I can get around those limitations. I need to plan. I need to do extra steps, extra moves, and get that done. King of Swords says overall you have somebody that's going to be moving against you, or not exactly on your side. And you don't want that. I don't think that it's going to be too happy for you. You don't want somebody not on your side. You want somebody that's going to be on your side. And that's the level that we're at here, right? The King of Swords says, ignore the people that are not going to be there and be in supporting you. Go forth anyway. The Fool says, go forth, be merry and be happy and get it done. Andrew, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. We got next. Moneybag Joe, is Tammy coming? Or did she forget me entirely? Is she neglecting you, Moneybag Joe? Moneybag Joe. That's not, you gotta, yeah, Moneybag Joe. Let's find out what's going on with Tammy. Because Tammy may have just plain out forgotten. She just may have said, you know, Joe forgets. I can forget too. I can forget as well. Emma, thank you for your donation. Joe, I mean, you know, okay. Let's see. Did she flat out forget? I mean, that's basically it. I'm going to say no. Well, okay, maybe. Well, this is interesting. 4 of Cups says she doesn't really want to be there, Joe. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. She doesn't want to be there. It doesn't seem like that. The 4 of Cups is all about Joe getting a bunch of wine, and then you offered 1 more cup of wine in addition to the other 35 cups. Unless you're Andre the Giant, having 35 cups of wine as a warm-up is not going to be something prudent to most people. But that last bit, that last extra bit, they just don't want it. So it seems like that they could use a little bit of something different. 10 of Pentacles means that they do good with it. They do good. They mean good. 10 of Pentacles and the Star. They're going to be around. They're going to be there. It's just this particular instance, you know, maybe I don't want that extra wine. I'm not Andre the Giant. I don't want the extra wine. 10 of Pentacles and the Star says we're still connected. We still have that. We're still rock solid, but maybe it was the lady on the elevator that just distracted everybody. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I think that it's more of a, I don't want to be there rather than they forgot. That's basically it. So, I mean, of course I can forget a lot of things that I don't want to do. So that's always a good thing. Memory is sometimes selective. Is it President Harris or is it not President Harris? Sometimes we just don't know. All right. Let's see. We got High Priest. Thank you for yours. We'll be able to start my Zoom meeting for the job tomorrow. I know you were waiting for the laptop, High Priest. Did you get the laptop? Was it the same? I think you're the same person that gets the laptop. We'll do the This Might Hurt Tarot because we need to know. We need something to that regard. Did you get that laptop or not? Let us know. Let us know. Eve, welcome to the stream. So we got to zoom. We need new tarot decks. We need a new deck with all of the stuff that's current. Yeah. Like Zoom, like Facebook, like YouTube. So we have YouTube cards or Facebook cards or something like that. Well, you know, Cheryl, thank you for your other donation. Will I be able to start the meeting tomorrow or not? Emperor says that you do have the command that you need. You do have the command that you need to start it. You do. I said the laptop was coming Monday. I remember this now. I said the laptop was coming Monday. So hopefully it gets there on time for Monday. I'm saying yes. This is a big yes. A big yes, big focus on the yes. 2 of Pentacles, you juggle at the last minute trying to figure out how exactly are we going to get this done? How exactly are we going to coordinate this on our side? We don't have a laptop. We're going to have to figure out stuff, make it up, juggle things, and try to determine what's going to be our options to get into Zoom. But we find it. We find it. And everything goes well. You're able to get into Zoom. Emperor says you have that command ability. You do. You have that command ability. You are excited about it. And look at you. There you are in the Zoom call. You're in the Zoom call. And you are in the 3 of Cups. You're in there with everybody. You're having that important meeting. You're all dressed up from the waist up and in your jammies from the waist down and house shoes or barefoot, whatever you do. Yeah, there's that. Naughty by Nature, welcome and thank you for your donation. So yeah, the Three of Cups is that's you in the Zoom. It is you. You figure out, you get that Emperor, you get that command, and everything goes well. Not too bad a deal at all. I'm telling you now. Star Bright, what will happen between A and I next month? Let's figure that out. Not AI the movie, A and I. Let's determine what kind of good stuff we got going on. We got a little bit of the Golden Wheel Tarot. That's the one to be. That is the place to be. If you are golden, the Golden Wheel Tarot is going to be for you. You know what I mean? All right. What is going to happen between both of us? The world says all of the possibilities are present. They are there. They do have that. And it seems like we're about to grasp everything. Everything is there. Everything is within our grip. And then the Tower happens. Maybe a lot of that just doesn't work out. Maybe A and I didn't meld, didn't mix. And it just feels like that things a lot of times were just not where we needed to be. Now, the Tower is on fire, but not yet crumbled. Now, that's a big difference between some decks, right? It says that the Tower is not fully crumbled, but it is on fire, meaning that everything hasn't fallen down. Maybe we don't need to rebuild everything. Maybe we don't need to address half the stuff that we were paranoid about the other day, like the camera moving. Lady, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, but the Tower says that, yeah, things are heating up. Things are heating up in not a big way. Not in a big way, but maybe somewhat. But the Knight of Swords says we're able to push through and get done. It means taking quick action and addressing things that you see rather than sitting on them is going to be critical here, rather than sitting on them. A lot of times we'll see that, we'll be like, oh my, that's on fire. Maybe I should come up with some master plan to fix it. Reality is just move quick. Move quickly. The Knight of Swords doesn't hesitate. It doesn't go. It's racing to the fire with that cold air, with that cold night. It is going to handle it himself. And that is what A and I should expect in the next month. By the way, if you like what you see on the stream, hit that like and sub button. It lets YouTube know I don't suck. And if YouTube thinks I don't suck, that's better for me. Okay, love reading for April. Let's see what we got going on. It is action-packed here tonight. I do want to use, it is ladies here. We're going to use ladies' fave. Lady, we need an update on your favorite. Is the Hermetic Tarot still winning? Or is it that new fancy deck that you got? Let us know which one is the clear win. We need a definitive winner in this case. Okay, what the? All right. Love reading for April. Oh my, illusionary success. I think you got somebody in mind. You got somebody in mind, somebody in the queue, somebody that we're about to see, look like they're going to be half decent. We need to get some water. We need to figure out what the plan is. We need to go through the motions. Something's up. Something's up with a particular person that we're seeing or we're going to be meeting soon. Something's up. Lord of Illusionary Success. Now I have like freaking 3 pages in my new book on this piece of work right here. This thing's a pain in the butt. It's got a lot of wild things happening with it. One of the big things is illusionary success. A lot of people are like, oh, you have choices. Maddie, you've got this choice. You've got that choice with love. You've got lots of choices. Maybe. Something that you're looking at and you're relying upon and you're leaning on just doesn't work. I don't think they're who they say or who they seem to be. It's almost like that they have an aura about them that's not real. You're being presented something that's a little different than what reality dictates. And the Knight of Wands says that they're rolling with it. This is going to be something that you see that really does attract you. The Knight of Wands is a fiery card. It does have that action. It does feel like we have something here, and I like it. I like it. The Lord of Flame and Lightning indeed. What can I do with this new thing? What can I do with this new person? They have my attention. They have your attention because they're good at getting your attention. Are they good at keeping your attention? Are they good at sort of moving forward and getting a reality that's going to be substantive? I don't really think so. I think this person is a bit on the BS side. Justice says that I think that you do feel something after a while, but earlier the better in this case. You don't really want to waste your time because I think the Magician is next. I think that you have an opportunity with the Magician, with somebody that has a lot of cool skills, a lot of fun things. And I think that they play this musical instrument. I'm going to go on a limb and say piano, maybe, but they play some musical instrument, and they're like just a lot of fun. They're like really wild and interesting type of person. I don't think that you want to waste time with this situation when you could be on a better situation. So I think that you end up attracted to this other person, the Magician. The Magician does have all of the tools. They are mastery and skills and success. You have a wide variety of different things. They're so chill too. They really don't care about anything. They're just like, well, whatever. Like you can't really get them riled up with just about anything. The Magician says they are chill indeed. So look for the Magician. Avoid the little bit of the fiery aspect there and go forth. And I think that's going to be good. I think the Magician has a lot of good qualities, a lot of good things going for them that do sort of attract. They are interesting. They do have that little bit of what is going on with this person, because I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see about that. Moon Honey, speaking of wants that career read. Moon Honey, give me some career, give me some good stuff, figure out what is going on with everybody's favorite tarot, the Gregory Scott Tarot, because that is where it's at. Donna Marie, welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. What is going on? General for some career. I want to see what is happening with that. We haven't had a specific night. We need another specific night. That night was good. That night was legendary. That was specific night where I was giving out exact dates and times and stuff. That was pretty fun. Haven't had one of those in a while. As far as the career goes, Hangman, Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Basically, you're not exactly where your passion is. You haven't really found that particular passion. I think your passion is different than your career. I think that your passion is a little bit on the varied side from most. And I think your passion does have capability of supporting you long term, but you need to be sort of cautious as how you approach it. You need to be very planned, very coordinated in what you want to do. That's going to be one of the key factors here. Ten of Cups says you're pretty content and okay with sort of where you're doing and how you're doing it and where you're going. But it's almost like that there's a lot of things that are not being used. A lot of things are not being used in the way that you need to sort of use them. And the Hanged Man says getting that enlightenment, getting that next level is going to be pretty important there. So basically the Ten of Cups and the Hanged Man, things are going okay. Could you use, Cheryl, yes, I will use that. The Hanged Man says, could you use that Ten of Cups success in order to launch and get into the next thing? I think so. In other words, pursuing your passion, getting the next big thing that you want to get and sort of moving into that space rather than just doing, sort of the basic career stuff. Because I think your passion is a little bit different than your career. We see that with the Hanged Man, with that varied view and whatnot. And the big key component of the read is the Seven of Pentacles, where you're saying, hey, I like where I'm at. I like where I'm going, but if I work towards my true passion, then that is going to be an even better situation in the long run because my passion blended with working hard in it gives you that basic that huge success. And the Knight of Cups says you find that. You do find that. You get into that space where you have that comfort and you find that and things are going well. So there we go. If you're interested, by the way, if you like these graphics, the same person, David Corsi, has made a new deck. It's coming. It's on Llewellyn right now. Go get it while it's on sale for 35% off. I bought 11 decks, by the way. I know you're like, okay, Mr. Tio, we know you like tarot. By the way, how do we know you like tarot? I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm thinking that, you know, you have a little bit of a hint that I do like tarot. And I ended up ordering 11 decks because I saw a lot of things coming out that I want. And since the price of paper is going up, I think, then I'm going to get all my pre-orders in now and lock the price. But that's just me. That is just me. Why am I showing that again? Let's show the real goodness, which is Nancy. Where will things go with me and Lanny? Ooh, Lanny. There you go. KM, thank you for your donation. KM, welcome back. Good to see you again as well. Speaking of Love and Tarot, I'm going to get a deck that I love for this. Let's reach all the way over and pick up the Oz. Pick up the Oz Tarot today. We got Christina in chat. Christina gave me, Christina likes the Oz. I'm confusing what Christina gave me so many decks. I don't really know where they are or which they are anymore. And then I said Divine Masculine, and I haven't even used that yet. That was a good one. All right, Fire, welcome. We got somebody named Fire in chat. We got Fire in chat. Chat is on fire. Anyway, where will things go between us two? We need some action. We need some good stuff, quite frankly, at this point. And in order to get that, we're going to need 4 cards. And for Nancy, 6 of Pentacles, King of Swords, Death, and the Queen of Cups. I think a big change is in store. It's something that you need to do. Lanny and you as a mix, maybe as a mix, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I think it works for a little bit or works on certain levels, but maybe not these other levels, maybe not these other aspects. There's a lot of different things with that. 6 of Pentacles, though, says that somebody is a little more giving than the other. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. Somebody is a little more in the giving side. Maybe somebody is a little more in the taking side. We need to sort of balance that out a little bit. The King of Swords says that we need some sort of a communication and a better level of communication than what we currently have over some issues, because the other choice is death. And that's where a change is coming. You're going to have to take the change, like it or not. But having a level of communication there, understanding what needs to be changed, is going to be a lot better once the change sort of hits. So now we can be, okay, I'm pretty comfortable with this and that and whatnot. Queen of Cups is the interesting sort of odd person out here. It says that the emotional connection, the emotional satisfaction from the change is going to be pretty good. That is water of water. You've watched my video on court cards. You know it's the water of water. You know how that goes. And that is going to be one of the big factors there. So yeah, a lot of good stuff there. Changes coming. Get a level of communication, sort of figure out what is out of balance and get that handled, or at least get a plan in action before the change comes. And therefore we can go forth and be a little better at it once it does hit. What am I doing? I'm going to do the Divine Masculine. I've been hyping the Divine Masculine all night, and I don't even have it on the table. Here it is, though. Natalia, welcome. How you doing? I need I have something. I got the Divine Masculines right here. In case you wonder what this deck is, it is the Divine Masculine. I think it's the same printer as the Dark Mansion, which is the most amazing deck of cards ever because Dark Mansion seems to never wear out. I have treated that poorly. I have shuffled that a lot over the past year, and it looks new still. So for this one, will probably be the same. Career reading we go. 10 of Wands says that the career overall, or at least the path that you're walking in this space, isn't something that you can do forever. You have that 10 of Wands, the encumbrance card. I'm carrying too much, right? Linda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You bought the Hermetic for $20. That's a good $20 spent right there. 10 of Wands says that there's encumbrance. Things are being added. Things are being overloaded. Things are being loaded up. Let me give you an example. It's like when your job promotes you and you're like, yay, I got a promotion, but they don't give you any more money and they don't give you any more titles or any promotion per se. So you're promoted. In other words, they're going to load work on you. They're going to be like, hey, take that. I'd love for you to have that one. And can you do this too? Can you add that on there? And while you're there, can you go ahead and do these responsibilities too? And by the way, we're not giving you any more money. We're not giving you any more money for all of that. But we'd love for you to stay 12 hours a day. That would be fantastic. And you're like, oh, I don't know. I can't really say no. It's not exactly like that. But the 10 of Wands says eventually it's just not something that you're going to be too overloading for you. You do have the 10 of Pentacles. It sort of means things are going to get better here. And that 7 of Pentacles says working towards sort of tweaking what you do and how you do it is going to be better. Sort of a work smarter, not harder, which is insanely cliche. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the way it goes. Sheila, welcome to the stream. The 7 of Pentacles says tweak that. Plant the seeds of success that you need for tomorrow. And the 10 of Pentacles says it will be, because this is a good thing. Basically, it says stick with it, but tweak it to where it's going to work better for you in the long run. Don't just take things as they are. And that is going to be important for you. So there. AG, what is going on? Cheryl, will I be joining this company eventually? Eventually, will I be joining? We are going to use the Dragon. This is the Dragon Tarot from the same person that made the Fairy Tale Tarot. Somebody, I love this artist, but anyway, yeah, the same person that made the Fairy Tale Tarot. That is going to be the Dragon. The Fairy Tale Tarot went out of stock, went out of print too, and I sold mine like an idiot. Oh man, I sold it. I shouldn't have did it. I shouldn't have done it because that was so good. Anyway, it's me trying to save space because I hopped apartments too much. 8 of Wands says that, yes, you will be joining the company. We have the 8 of Wands action moving in there. Oh, you didn't want this. Oh, sorry. You wanted the mystical moments. I think you wanted the mystical moments. There you go. All right, sorry about that. We're middle of the read. We started the read. We canceled. We backed out. We backed out of the read. We had to hit the reverse key and go with a Tarot of the Mystical Moments. Anyway, the Mystical Moments is telling you the same stuff I just told you, which is funny. We replaced one movement card with another movement card. The Chariot, again, says that, yes, you will be joining the company eventually. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty funny when you switch decks and it says the same message again anyway. It's just like, you can mess with me, but I'm going to give you the same damn reading, whether you like it or not. But yeah, the Chariot says you will. You got that movement card. Things go well. Things look good. And that's going to be beautiful for that. The Knight of Cups says that there are some good factors here. There are some good draws, some good pulls for that. Emma, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, the Knight of Cups says there's some good draws, some good pull. There's some emotional satisfaction in there. Hanged Man says, in fact, the company itself I think actually goes under. I think the company goes under or reforms or reformulates or restructures or does something. Something's weird with this company. You have the hanged man in death. If I restructure, then maybe we can survive the change. Changes are coming, but changing how we look at it is going to be good for us. MM, thank you for your donation. But yeah, the company restructures and they reorganize, they redo things. But yeah, overall, I think that you will be joining the company eventually. All right, maybe your department goes under. When at my old job, we had a big party and we went in and they told us that they were shutting down the department and we were all fired. So yeah, that was they had cake. They did have cake. And when they told us that we're all fired, well, I mean, not literally fired, but you know what I'm saying. Basically, they said, yeah, you're going to have to find someplace else to go. Anyway, that was weird. It's really weird. Everybody was all excited too. You know, we're all like hyped and we're like, yeah, we got cake. You know, nowadays companies don't buy cake. They buy like the cheapest, nastiest cake. This is back in the 90s when we had like when people would like spend money on decent food for lunch. Now you get like stale sandwiches from 3 years ago that have been under somebody's car seat. But that's the way it goes. R came back out of nowhere. Are they naughty? Are they not naughty? What is going to happen with that? Naughty by nature wants to know. What are their intentions? They want to talk. First off, Picasso, thank you for your donation. B. Bowman, thank you for your donation. Going long tonight. Long and strong tonight. Ace of Swords says they want to talk. You figured that out pretty quickly. They do want to, they want help with something. They want assistance with something. Queen of Wands. It's like, you can organize this better than anybody else. You can organize this better than anybody else. And the Queen of Wands says that is going to happen for you. Queen of Pentacles, we do have two queens. They need your help. They need your femininity. They need a lot of different things from you. The stability that you bring and the coordination and the good stuff that you can sort of do. Basically your skills and your stability that you carry within that. So they want to talk and they do want to sort of be back within that realm. They want to be the king for the queen, or they want to be in that same space, but sort of be prepared for that. But you're going to have a lot of talking ahead of you because they're sort of unload. They're going to unload it, you know? So that's the way it sounds, like the movie Office Space. I don't remember that scene from Office Space, but yeah, no, we had cake and they told us gotta go. So maybe that was the maybe that was the reason Office Space exists. I don't know. Anyway, KM had a reading. KM, thank you for your donation. Been seeing Cancer Leo named Chris. I want to know if it's going to work out. Oh, I know you didn't see it working out, but it's going on, except something is off about him. What the hell is wrong with him? Okay, what the hell is wrong with Chris? That's the next read. What's wrong with Chris? Oh, let's see. We need to thaw for this. We're going hard. We're going hard and strong. By the way, if you're in the queue, it's massive. I am Vanessa. Welcome, Vanessa. We are here, and you are somewhere down here. So we're going to be going all night. All right. Chris, what the hell's wrong with Chris? KM wants to know. Hopefully Chris is not watching. I mean, hopefully, Chris will let you know. Hopefully Chris will just be, I think Chris is leaving. Chris is leaving. Yeah, why is Chris leaving? Chris is around. We got two movement cards. Chris is very in motion. Chris has a lot of different things happening. I believe Chris has a legal issue, or I believe Chris has some sort of an issue with authorities. We have some sort of an authority level set with authorities issues here with the Hierophant. We have a couple of movement cards. I don't think they're running from authorities. I just say that they need to go back and forth with something from authorities. Maybe they're on parole. or maybe they have some business that needs to be taken care of and they're sort of active with that, but the very active type of person with authority. That is basically it. They don't really want to tell you exactly what it is, though. You do have a bit of a challenge as far as that goes, but I think there's some disappointment within that. I think that they've hinted at it. KM, they've hinted it though. They have. You have a little droplet, a little bit of flow of water here. So I think that they've been slipped up a couple of times, KM, and they've hinted at what's going on. So that is that's a bit one of those. Look for more of the hints, think back for more of the hints. But yeah, they're not running from authority, but they do have a back and forth things going on with authority. So there it is. Okay, Andrew needs to learn the Golden Dawn. Okay, yeah, Andrew, look up the Golden Dawn, the Golden Dawn things on that. Traditional family plot or mausoleum. We got a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
And for a throwdown, I love some good stuff here. Oh man, I do. We got a traditional family plot is up here. Traditional family plot or a mausoleum. Mausoleum isn't your style. That is not your style. It takes more coordination, takes more effort. It's more of a pain in the ass to sort of get moving and get going. It just feels like there's more explanation. There's more sort of justifying it. There's more, in other words, people, when they picture it, they picture a family plot. This is what we do. This is how we go forth. This is that fiery aspect of those wands. When I think of that, it instantly comes to mind, and I know what you're talking about. But now this mausoleum crap comes up. What am I supposed to do with this? You're getting the same questions, and you feel like just slapping people sometimes. What the hell is a mausoleum? Well, what is that? And now you have to sort of do 10 times the explanation and waste 10 times the time. Do you want to do that? Is that something that you need? Maybe not, because you need to explain it. You need to talk people into it. And in the meantime, they're sort of defaulting over here. It seems like this is much easier. It's like, I can do things the easy way or the difficult way. The easy way, it really sort of takes precedent a lot of times. If you can do it, then do the easy way. Son Matthew wants to know if he will be at least 6 feet tall one day. I don't know. Let's see. What's a good tall deck? Well, okay, we'll use a tall deck. We'll use a nice deck for this, the Mons Tarot. It's tall. It's tall. I like to plan ahead. I'd say go with a family plot. It's so easy, so simple. Are you planning your demise already? Sunflower, are you planning your demise already? You got prearranged funeral plans at 30? Like, what's going on over there? What is going on over there? Looks like a steampunk phallus, because that is. The phallus is indeed there because
everybody loves the D.
Everybody loves the phallus. Sweet Pea, thank you for your donation. I mean, when you think mausoleum, you think of the D. Okay, are they going to be 6 foot tall? 4 of Cups says there's some disappointment that is in the works. There's some disappointment in the works. But though, I think the Wheel of Fortune says day-to-day activities. The Knight of Wands says, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think so. We have a disappointment in here. We have day-to-day activity, which sort of means, keep eating, keep pooping, and grow as far as you can. The Wheel of Fortune. Do some stretches. The Knight of Wands says, keep going. No matter what we are, no matter where we are, no matter how tall we are, getting going and getting moving is the key. And keeping moving is going to be one of the keys as well. Lover says, enjoy yourself as is. Enjoy yourself as is, because everybody is special and unique, and there's not another one just like Matthew. So there you go. So maybe not the 6 feet, but having the 6 feet of confidence, the 6 feet of amazingness is going to be there. Okay, what else we got going on? We have a massive queue. The goat. What's coming towards me from Brianna? The Aquarius. We'll do a little bit. Oh, you know, if we want to do Aquarius, we can do a watery deck. We can. I know it's not a watery sign. Okay, but if you're watching this video later, you're going to give me heat. Don't bother. Because it sounds watery and I think it's funny. But anyway, okay. The Ace of Cups and the 6 and the 8. Sort of interesting here. What's coming towards you? Adventure, fun, a new sort of feel, a new fresh feel as well. Yeah, looks pretty good. New fresh feel, new fun feel with that. Ace of Cups says a nice new little love thing. A nice little new love thing maybe, or a good emotions for this particular person, right? Ace of Cups says, here we go with something new, something adventurous, something into the next realm. It's going to be work. It's going to be a lot of work. It's not going to be a freebie. You're going to have to put forth the effort. You're going to put forth a lot of different things with that. The 8 says, yeah, there's some work involved there. You got to go. You got to go. You got to get into that. The 8 says there's work involved, and it is a longer journey. It's not going to be a quickie. Longer journey, getting in there, moving into that space. Goat. You just got to take the journey sometimes and get to the little Spider-Man looking thing. But yeah, there you go. There it is. And, oh man, the queue is massive. The queue is quite extensive. We're rounding, I think we're rounding it out a little bit. We're down here. You are in the queue, you're somewhere in here. And the queue is going to be, you're going to be a little bit. So sorry for the delay, sorry for the wait. We're going as fast as we can. Emma, Max, thank you for your donation. Max, thank you for your donation as well. All right, let's see what we got going on for that. And the next read. All right, had to send this. Emma, what is better career path for me? Let's try it out. A better career. That's very generic. We're going to have to go very generic, I guess. For generic, we'll go a little bit of the generic sites and the generic sites and sounds and do the Golden Art Nouveau. The better career path. Steampunk phallus. It could be indeed. So the better career path is going to involve, I guess, bigger companies. A bigger company is going to be your superior method of doing things. I think that you have two choices. You have the big company, you have the smaller company. Smaller companies are attractive because they are a little bit more personable. Big companies, not so much. We got a lot of red tape. We got some stupidity things going on in the big companies. Things don't make any sense sometimes in the big companies. Sometimes it's just better. You're just like, oh man, I wish I had a little sort of more intimate setting. The bigger company is going to be better for you overall. I think it brings more emotional satisfaction, brings some better sort of feels. I think that you end up with better people overall. You make better network connections, and I think that the career path, that's going to be better overall. You definitely have some new opportunities in a big company on the horizon. I would take those. Entertainment purposes only, obviously, but yeah. But definitely get in on the next big thing. and stick with the big companies. Again, the networking opportunities are going to be your key here, and for future levels as well. So sort of sink in there, get comfortable, and go with the big companies. It's basically going to be the career path. Very generic, but there's a very sort of open-ended type of thing. Will I get a new job in the next couple of months? That is not generic. That is a straight up yes, no, somewhat slightly, although that's sort of kind of. We're going to go for that one with this one, which is, by the way, a Vox Tarot. I know you love the box. Everybody loves the box until you get to the box, is what I say. And we need a new job for MM. Next couple of months, when am I going to get it? How is it going to go? What is going to be smelling good about this new job opportunity? And can I rake in the money? Can I rake in that money? And the answer is, oh, man. The answer, see, this is so weird with that 6. The 6 is such a great card. The answer is yes. So this is sort of an unusual card. I'm going to admit now, it looks like a 7 of Wands when you first look at it. You're like, what the hell is going on? It looks like a 7 of Wands. But then you look at it and it is a 6 of Wands, which is the Lord of Victory. And that really feels like that it is going to be victorious. You are going to get what you need. The world is the happy ending, not that kind of happy ending. The world is a good happy ending that you don't pay for. But the world says that what you need as far as the job, what you need as far as finding that job, finding the right one is going to be available in the next couple of months. Definitely looking positive. Lord of Victory, you have the world. In other words, a good ending to something that you have been pursuing. And that's sort of where the world is at, because there's all sorts of good news cards. They're all covered in my new book, by the way, which is coming out in June. But all these good news cards, all these fascinating, cool things with that. That 6 of Wands into the world says a successful end to the happy ending. And the 7 of Wands, which is also another thing, it sort of says that it's maybe not the job that is going to be something permanent. You may be looking at contracting. I'm going to go forth with a contracting feel for this read. It may be contracting as far as the job goes. So, yeah, I need to make another chapter on my book about contracting versus non-contracting. Somebody remind me, contractors versus non-contractors for job readings in the new book. B. Bowman, General April reading. B. Bowman, thank you so much for being here and doing that. B. Bowman, we saved the best for you. We saved the Dark Mansion for you. I don't know if this thing is made out of titanium, but I have shuffled this thing every day for a year and it looks brand new. Like, I could put this in the box and I could convince pretty much anybody that it's new. And they'd be like, hey, is that new? I'll be like, yeah, let's take a look. And they'd be like, huh, yeah, it looks new. Like, what did they make this thing out of? What is this thing made out of? Who is the printer is what I want to know, because I want to use that printer. General April reading. The 7 of Wands is back. The last card is the first card in the next deck. Who knew? But yeah, the 7 of Wands says, as far as April goes, you're resistant to getting something new emotionally going. Why is that? Oh, man. Maybe you see this new thing as challenging. Maybe you see it as, this is not quite what I had in mind. Like if I had if I had my choice of everything mixed together, would I want this particular thing? Maybe not. But you need to accept it and move with it and move forward with it. It's going to be big. And I say big because the Wheel of Fortune, it becomes something that's steady, something that's going to be around for a while, not something that's just going to vacate in the next, a week after you do it. But that Ace of Cups, that emotional beginning, is going to be something that's going to stay around for a while, right? Ace of Cups in the Wheel of Fortune obviously means from a new beginning into a day-to-day activity. 6 of Swords says, though, that it brings you and drags you into a space that you like. Whether you don't, and that's kind of hard to see, because being resistant, having the defensiveness against something new, against this new opportunity, makes me think that this doesn't look like something that you would enjoy, that would bring you to a better place. But it does. It does. And you have to embrace that. You have to be able to take that risk. You have to be able to sort of check out and try that change without having a lot of the, sort of challenges that come along with it. But yeah, it's looking very good for you. Looking very good overall. So April starts the new thing. That will drag way into August, by the way, at a minimum. So, embrace it, get it done, and get it tried out. In the meantime, let's try out the next read, which is Picasso. By the way, the queue is looking thinner. The queue is looking thinner, just like me after losing 250 pounds. Picasso, is there a sex ring trafficking going on around me? What? Picasso, you caught me off guard with that one. Picasso, you caught me off guard with it. I'm just saying, if you had a sex ring trafficking going on around you, I don't know. I mean, I was going to do the money trick for a sex ring trafficking, but that's kind of in bad taste. So, yeah, let's not do the money trick. By the way, I have new magic tricks coming tomorrow. Give me one day to figure out how to do it, and then they will be on the stream. The first one is a Rubik's Cube that instantly solves itself. You hold the Rubik's Cube and just go like that, and it instantly solves itself in front of you. Pretty damn exciting, if I say so myself. Shirtrellis, thank you for your donation and welcome back to the stream. All right. Well, sex trafficking. I don't even know what deck to use for that. Is there a sex trafficking deck? Maybe the Manara? I don't know. No offense to the Manara creator. I guess this might hurt. No, I want something with a lot of graphics on it, with a lot of symbology on it. Modern Love would be kind of inappropriate. I want something with a lot of graphics in it. We're going to do the Gregory Scott twice today. I think the Gregory Scott, by the way, Greg, if you're watching, no offense, I'm not saying that your deck is a sex trafficking deck. I'm just saying that you have enough variety in your images that I think this is a good one. I do. Ananya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. Throw that out there in chat, and I will find it with my happy application. I think that you're worried about it. We see this, that you are worried about it. We have the King of Swords. Somebody is coordinating something, and there are secrets abound. Now, for obvious legal reasons, I'm not going to answer your question directly, but I'm going to read what the cards say. So there we go. I'm going to read what the cards say. Somebody is in bed. Bethel, thank you for your donation. Somebody is in bed and they do not look happy. We do have that. They do not look happy. Something's up with that. And we do have somebody coordinating something. We have a King of Swords, which is an authoritarian personality. It is somebody in charge, but they are an authoritarian. And they want the rules laid out. And they are right beside the person that's in bed that's unhappy. We have the High Priestess, which is traditionally a secrets card. It is a secrets card. We have a lot of motion and a lot of moving around as well. Interesting reading. And again, for legal reasons, I'm not going to answer your question, but I'm going to tell you what I see in cards. We have somebody who looks uncomfortable over here. We got somebody that looks like a king. We have an authoritarian figure. We have secrets abound with the High Priestess, and we have a lot of motion, a lot of movement going on. We have some penetration too. I'm just saying. Anyway, but I'm not going to answer the question yes or no. I'm just going to say that that's an interesting read. It is an interesting read. So anyway, on to the next question. Can we move off that question fast enough? Why does Hector love to contradict me? Maria, Maybe Hector has different opinions. I'm thinking we're going to get the Hanged Man. We're going to get the Hanged Man on this one, aren't we? Maybe a little bit of a Hanged Man. And we're going for the Light Seers Tarot. Light Seers Tarot. Let's see. Aleister Crowley is disappointed. Okay. See, Sheila says no. So we have some encouraging news. Sheila says no. So we have a no in the mix. All right. Maria wants to know, why do they love to contradict me? They love the fight. Oh, they love that fight. They love that. It brings them some emotional joy. It brings them that good feeling that, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun indeed. That Ace of Cups, the emotional opportunity offered us by fighting, by a little bit of the conflict, a little bit of that spice and whatnot. Because sometimes things just get stalled out, Maria. It gets stalled out. It looks like things aren't moving. I need things to move, Maria. I need things to be action and happening. And Eight of Wands says sometimes they just aren't. And the King of Pentacles says, plus I have a little more command. If I just accept what you say, I don't have that King of Pentacles. I'm not the king anymore. And I need to be the king. I need to be the king sometimes. Feel that authority. Feel that authority and go through there. Okay, what do we got going next? We got the Vanessa. Guidance from the Spirit for the month of April. Vanessa wants to know about April, and April we will get with a little bit. Fun action offered us with the wizards. With the wizards. What will happen to COVID? It's a virus. It will exist forever. Viruses exist forever. You can't really get millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people and stamp it all out. It's going to be like whack-a-mole. So the Wizard's Tarot, guidance from the Spirit for the month of April. The month of April has the Queen of Swords. Talks about communication is going to be key. It is going to be key for April. Don't neglect those communications. Get the communications going and get that flow going. You don't want things to stall out. You want things to stay fresh, stay vibrant, just like the vibrant cloth right here that's on sale on my Etsy shop. You want that vibrance to keep happening, to keep moving with that. Because we have the Nine of Cups. It's a banquet. We have a lot of things happening at this banquet, a lot of people coming and going. And having a good, tight coordination, good, tight communication with that is going to be key, especially with the King of Swords around. I think there's somebody that expects this communication. They expect things to happen a certain way, and they come in with those expectations. That's okay. That's okay. Expectations can be what you want them to be, but you just sort of have to be able to sort of, manage the expectations rather than everybody just throw them all out your way. Six of Wands says ultimately you will be successful with these expectations. Not something that you're gonna be able to fulfill all of them, but yeah, there's that though. Anyway, the Six of Wands says you're gonna be successful overall in the month of April. Month of April does bring in good things. Be prepared for that, but again, with the communication. So there we go. There it is. There it is. All right. By the way, your previous prediction came true for you. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they came true. I appreciate the feedback there. By the way, we are ending soon. We are ending soon. Sometime tonight. Ending soon. We got like a few more reads. We got a few in the queue still. The queue, we are here. We're somewhere around here. But yeah, we're ending. Let's go. Let's go to the next read, which is going to be Sweet Pea. Should I move overseas to another town or should I stay? We got a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Deb Ray, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Overseas, another town, or stay? Overseas, survey says moving. Looking for moving. Not a bad deal. Overseas is not a bad deal. you've been wanting to move overseas. This is a fantasy. This is something that you've been wanting to move overseas. Another town, not so much. Just hanging out and staying. I don't think you're going to do it. Okay, you're not going to hang out and stay. Sweet pea, you're damn tired of that place. Okay, first off, you're damn tired of that place. You're ready to go. Look at this movement. Look at this motion card. You need to get it moved. You need to get the motion there. And there's so much more elsewhere that you have been having some fantasies. You have been having these dreams of, if I could do this, Sweet Pea would be so happy. And that is overseas. Overseas is your biggie. Overseas is where you need to be, where you want to be. That is your satiation factor. Because it always is greener on the other side of the fence. And the other side of the fence is not the other town. I think that you'll be miserable. Overseas looks like an exciting adventure. It looks fun. It looks like where you want to be. You're going to move anyway. I say overseas. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. But yeah, 6 cards. There we go. Who wanted, somebody wanted a COVID reading. I'm not doing COVID readings. We don't do COVID readings because we like to be unbanned. If you touch the word COVID, you get banned because apparently we can't have an open discussion about stuff. So yeah. Reconcile, Max and Jew. There was love, no cheating. I was childless. No, I was childish. 4 years together, 1 year apart. Last spoke 4 days ago. She's trying with someone, but they ain't happy. Max needs love. Modern love, Max will get. Modern love, tarot, Max will get. Because it sounds like it has some good stuff of happening. It has some good stuff of happening. Man, Deb Ray, let me know what your question is. Never mind, you just did. Okay, Deb, I got your question in the queue. Thank you so much, Deb. I appreciate you hanging out with us and being here tonight. Thank you for all your support tonight. It has been explosive, on fire tonight. It is nothing but on fire tonight. I'm telling you now, this is the place to be. Thank you so much for all y'all being here and hanging out with me. You could have done anything on Sunday night and you chose to hang out with me. What do you think? And by the way, hit that like and subscribe if you like what you see, if you like the action, the adventure that you see on the channel. Let me know. I mean, I need feedback, guys. Come on. I need some feedback. That'd be great. And clicking, it's so easy. You don't got to type nothing. Okay. 4 years, 1 off. You need to be together. Yes. You need to be together. It's pretty obvious right here. You need to be together. The Knight of Pentacles, you're better together. I mean, not like the Biden plan, a more realistic one of you two being together. The Knight of Pentacles being together. The Knight of Pentacles is all about the wheat field that they have underneath them, which they worked hard. They worked hard, Max, together. They worked hard to get it together. And that pride in what we built, the structure that we built, the beauty that we built needs to be maintained. Wheel of Fortune's a cycles card. Day-to-day activities, day-to-day relationship needs to be back. It needs to be back in action. You want it to be back. You know you do. And I think it's best for both of you that you get it done. Empress, there's a level of comfort. A level of comfort there that both of you are really going to enjoy. And the King of Cups, the emotions that you get from this are unparalleled. You're better together. Get together. I think that's what you wanted to hear anyway. I mean, you're already talking to him anyway. Chartrellis, any love coming towards me soon? Chartrellis, let's get you some hugs and snuggles and love and all sorts of stuff with the Tarot of the Divine, because the Divine, I'm just saying, the Divine says that, yeah, got some good news. We got some good news coming. At least let's hope so, Chartrellis. The Page of Cups. You got somebody coming indeed. Yes, you do have somebody coming. A little bit on the emotional insecure side. The Page of Cups, it's an introvert. It's an emotionally insecure person. Somebody that doesn't really, they're sort of wavering sometimes. They're back and forth with things. They're not like just imbued with confidence. They have a little bit of a mixture there. Three of Swords. Now, be aware, this person just got out of another relationship, like fresh out of another relationship. I don't think you mind, though, because they're sort of gone. They're not really a distant memory, but they're soon going to be a distant memory. But you have to understand this person does need some adjustment time. They're coming in with this baggage from the previous relationship. You got to sort of understand where they're coming from. By the way, they are a Pisces. They're a Pisces coming in with this. A little bit on the emotional immature side. A little bit of an introvert. That's all right. Empress says... excuse me. Water time. Too much screaming over here. Empress says you are pretty comfortable. It is a short-term relationship. Comfort level's there. You got to deal with a little bit. Pisces is looking pretty decent. Is looking pretty decent indeed. By the way, we are ending soon. Ananya wanted to know something. Ananya wanted to know what's next in my love life. Okay. I'm not Ananya. I'm not sure what I read for you, but I'm glad it worked. I don't know what I read for you, but I'm glad it worked. As long as it worked out, I'm happy about it. Anyway, Ananya, what is next in the love life? Let's see. See how that goes. See how that goes. We have Ananya with another donation. Okay, well, thank you, Ananya. I appreciate that. What is next in the love life? The Two of Wands says that it's going to be a little bit of a vacated love life. We are seeking and searching and moving and trying to get the next thing going. One of the things that you're going to sort of have is a return of somebody that you had from the past. So somebody from the past is going to come back. They are going to make that return with a pretty strong return too. Pretty damn strong return. You're going to be like, they're looking pretty good. They got a pretty good feel for this. I like this. Not of Cups, a romantic return, something big, something that definitely looks like it has a lot of potential. So that's basically what's next. Somebody coming from the past. They are going to be coming in strong, and it does have a lot of good potential if you want to take it. If you want to jump into it, if you want to leap into it, you do have some opportunities that are going to be nice. Opportunities going to be nice. Thinking about it twice. Literally twice, because obviously they were there before. Bethel wants to know, by the way, we are on the last couple of readings. I do have to leave eventually. Should I go into coding, filmmaking, or tarot? Oh, I don't want to do a throwdown. Let's just do the Thoth. Yeah, let's just do the Thoth. Coding, filmmaking, or tarot. Let's see kind of what we have as far as the imagery is concerned here. See what is going to be sort of the default realm. Coding, and coding. Yeah, we need coding. Coding is going to do you good. It's going to do the body good. The Magician sort of says it all. It says you want something that has enough variety to keep you interested. Filmmaking is kind of a thing where there's so much competition. It's awkward. It doesn't sort of pay where you need to be. It doesn't pay as well as you need to be. Some of the things that you're doing, you're just not sort of happy with. Some of the baggage that comes with it, you're just not sort of happy with. Tarot, overall, you need something that's going to keep your mind more interested. I think you have a complex mind. Bethel, I think you have a sort of a complex mind where you can pick things up, you can learn it, and you can develop it in your head, and you can sort of coordinate and organize things in your head really good. Coding is going to give you that opportunity, going to pay well. It's going to be your next go-to. Coding, 100%. Now, be aware of the current trends in coding. Don't get into an old language. It's going to be a dead end for you just because somebody thought it was great. You know, like hint, PHP is not going to be something that you want to be in. Okay, NC and SC sitting in a tree, KISS. I don't know. Oh, let's go with this. Last two readings, by the way. Then I got to get out of here because I'm losing my voice. And I need to package Sunflower's new tarot cloth. Sunflower's new tarot cloth needs to be packaged up and sent to Sunflower immediately. Because Sunflower, thank you for your support so much, for all your support and all the ways you support me. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, the current thoughts about me. 8, they are actively thinking about you more than you think. They are thinking about you more than you think. You very rarely do you see this. That 8 of spells, they are really like, fairly frequently you come up, basically. They don't really want to just reach out and contact immediately, or they don't want to do everything that in other words, they don't want to call you like all these times, because it'd be like, yeah, maybe not so much. Yeah, a little bit of that hermit feel, a little bit of that, yeah, let's pull this back a little bit. I don't really want to, do that kind of thing. Ace of Boons says ultimately there is that spark, that interest. Yeah. That spark, that interest goes well. The spark, the interest goes well. So they have pretty good feeling. I haven't seen that in a long time where somebody is just like, where basically the message is that somebody is thinking about you more than you would expect. Because normally, like, what is somebody, what is somebody's feelings about me? Normally, it's be like, yeah, they're this or that. But like, they're actively thinking about you is kind of the thing. It's kind of fun. The mortgage remod. Oh no, get the mortgage. May need some money in the mortgage remod. But yeah, hey, at interest rates at an all-time low, this is the place to do it. That's for sure. We don't want them interest rates to be, Max, I'm done, man. My voice is going. I'm done, Max. My voice is going. Any further questions are going to have to be put off until tomorrow. I appreciate y'all, but I'm giving out. I'm going out. I'm going out. I'm here every night. If you want tomorrow night, the next night, I'm here every night for the rest of your life. So if you're like 75 years old, I wonder if that Tarot Oracle is still streaming. I'm still here. Okay. If the mortgage will be successful, yes. There's the remodification of the mortgage, the tearing down, the rebuilding of the mortgage is active. It is happening. So yes.
Hooray!
It's happening. There's some concerns. It gets shaky. It gets a little bit unstable there, Deb, in the middle. Don't be worried though. It gets unstable in the middle. It does. You're like, oh crap, something's happening here. That you launch the new adventure, though. You launch it. You're getting out there. We're getting the new thing happening. And that rabbit points to just sort of the running of the race, the running of that. It's because this is the best time to do it. It feels like this is the best time. By the way, entertainment purposes only. But that communication, what you did on that communication, what you gave them, what you started, your timing, on point. So yes, absolutely looking fantastic. Anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate the 7,482 donations, and we will see you tomorrow.